Hi guys, I'm Alexandre de Alboleras and I will explain to you the different ranks of the people on the ship and what they do on the ship. A master mariner would therefore be allowed to serve as the master of a merchant ship of any size, any type, operating anywhere in the world, and it reflects the highest level of professional qualifications amongst mariners and deck officers. A chief engineer takes charge of an entire engineering department, leading as a team. They complete various projects. Chief engineers work alongside other engineers and technicians, approving designs, calculating costs, negotiating contracts, and executing plans safely and efficiently. ETO, or Electro-Technical Officer. He is responsible for maintenance of all the electrical motors on the ship, engine room, and on the deck. The main duty of a second engineer on board a ship is to schedule and direct maintenance inside the engine room. As the ship may not be able to be in the engine room every day due to the paperwork or meetings, it is the second engineer's responsibility to report on the plant condition and needs. A third engineer or second assistant engineer is a rank of engine officer who is part of the engine department on a ship. The third engineer is usually in charge of boilers, fuel, auxiliaries, condensate, and feed system, and is the third most senior engine officer on board. Fourth engineer, who is a licensed member of the engine department on board or merchant ship, is as well the first rank promotion of the engine department. Engine fitter, as the name suggests, is the mainly responsible for properly fitting the engine and other electrical parts required in the engine room of the ship. These professionals are very important because of the terrific technical and fitting skills they develop over a period of time. Oiler is a worker whose main job is to oil machineries. Wiper is one of the most junior entry level in cargo ship jobs, and as the same name suggests, you will be doing a lot of wiping and cleaning. This means wiping down the vessel engine spaces, equipment and machineries, and making sure they are kept clean so they can operate correctly and efficiently. Engine cadet or junior engineer must learn basic machineries operation like starting of the generator and taking it on load, transfer of bilges, start and stop of various pumps within 2 months of his joining. Chief mate or CM, usually also synonymous with the first mate or first officer, is a licensed mariner and head of the deck department of a merchant ship. The chief mate is customarily a watchstander and is in charge of the ship cargo and deck crew. A second officer or mate is coined the navigator on the ship. Their responsibility lies in the safe and efficient voyage of the ship. All route planning, chart and publication correction, bridge equipment, upkeep and maintenance are the responsibility of second mate. A third officer is a licensed member of the deck department of merchant ship. The third officer is mate as a watchstander and customarily the ship safety officer and fourth in command. Fifth on some ocean liners. The position is a junior to a second mate. Pumpman, unlicensed crew of the deck department. Pumpman jobs encompass a wide range of duties and responsibilities, not the least responsibilities for the safe and correct operation of the vessel's liquid cargo transfer system. That means that he or she needs to make sure that the cargo oil is flowing into the necessary pipes and collected without any issues. The bosun is a member of the deck department, and his duties, among others, is to supervise the deck crew of the vessel. The bosun is also involved under the purview of the chief officer and eventually the master in planning, scheduling, and assigning of work to the deck crew on the ship. The AB's duties include standing watch, where the AB will steer the ship according to the deck officer instructions and generally assist the mate on watch, performing routine maintenance and docking duties, and any other tasks that deck officer requests. OS, or the Ordinary Seaman, is a licensed entry-level member of the deck department crew, performs work pertaining to general maintenance, repair, sanitation, and upkeep of materials, equipment, and areas that are the responsibilities of the deck department. A deck cadet or trainee navigational deck officer or nautical apprentice is an apprentice who has to learn the basic duties of a deck officer on board a ship. The cadet has to complete the prescribed sea time, obtain a certificate of a competency as officer in charge of a navigational watch. A chief steward supervises and coordinates activities of pantry, storeroom, and non-cooking kitchens workers as well as purchases, kitchen supplies, and equipment. He or she inspects kitchen, workrooms, storerooms, and equipments of cleanliness and order. The chief cook has ultimate responsibility for the entire galley operation. His or her cooking is of the finest quality, and they bear the responsibility for ensuring that the menus and food served are up to scratch. They will be also delegate jobs to the rest of the galley crew. The messman or all-around man, he perform any of the following duties: setting tables, serving food, or waiting tables. Part of his job is also to clean the dishes and equipments, prepare coffee and beverages, makes bed and clean quarters of officers. He is used wherever the chief stewards wants him.